legislate justice.
Fuck you, bitch. I hate you.
Amen.
We can legislate healing.
I hate you. Fuck you, bitch.
And we're certainly long overdue.
Fuck you, bitch.
And for those that would say we need to just get over it, that's interesting.
Fuck you, bitch.
Hello. I have a couple of new idols. I don't know who those parents were that raised us. I love them. I mean, I love that type of dirty talk. Usually on an adult woman. But let me tell you something. She was laying that shit down. Couldn't have been said better. That Alyana Presley is the most. She makes Joy Reid look like fucking Doris Day for you people in your late 90s. She was going back to bringing up slavery and how this country was built on all that horse shit that even black people are going, get over it. I saw 10 videos of black people making their own videos on X saying, get over it. It's got nothing to do with race. They realize, God damn it, if you were listening to me for the last 20 years, when you call white people devils, I would say, you're right, but you're calling the Republicans devil. It's the other side. Now you know. Even those girls get it. They noticed under Biden, their IRAs were getting smacked around. They had to actually eat Uncle Ben's rice. That's not for them. That's no good. Oh my God, were they cute. What the hell? The scary thing, she's saying like an adult, like she's 40. Could feel it, like when my wife says it to me, my wife. What'd I say? I don't know. Real quick, I'm in a good mood, obviously. What do you mean, obviously? My Boston Red Sox just put the final piece in the puzzle to guarantee them, I'll at least go this far, to guarantee them making the playoffs. I don't know how far they're going to go. Look, we got the Yankees in our division and the Orioles who are loaded too. Just saying. You guys, again, if you're not Sox fans, this doesn't mean much, but arguably they had the best, after I was bad-mouthing them, they had the best year off-season signing people. The pitching staff is scary. They have all these guys. I keep hearing about this kid, Roman Anthony, who's probably better than any rookie that we brought up last year, and they were all great. To the point where they were talking about trading Tristan Casas, a future 40 home run hitter and pretty good first baseman. But they didn't. They kept him. And Bregman has been on the market for, I've been checking the papers, for 5 weeks now, every day. And I gave up 2 days ago. I go, fuck this. They don't care. All of a sudden, I get a text from a buddy of mine, the late, great Greg Zook, his nephew, who lives in Colorado, who is neighbors with the Jaron Duran. And he goes, why are they fucking around with Duran? They're messing with his contract. If you remember, guy could have been MVP last year of the whole league. And I agree with my Zook's nephew, but they signed Bregman. So I'm like, I don't know about that. I agree. The guy could be a future, but dude, you got to be excited about Bregman. I've said all those years the Astros are winning, I go, why can't we get Bregman? Because we needed a third baseman. In 7 games at Fenway Park, in 21 games at Fenway Park, he's hit 7 home runs and just destroyed us. And he got his first Gold Glove at third last year. And we know that, what's his name? Devers is a little, people talk too much about his defense being bad, but it's not, he's average, very average at third base. But they're talking about putting Bregman at second. Because Devers has something in his contract, a clause saying that he wants to be in the field or something. I don't know who put that in there, you motherfucker. But he'll bend if he has to. Can you imagine having him as a designated hitter? But Bregman, you've seen him in the clutch. How many times when he was with the Astros? I'm just saying I'm excited, folks. I know you don't give a fuck. Here's something else you probably don't give a fuck. NHL has this 4 Nations tournament going on, round robin. Last night it was Sweden and Canada. And they've been hyping it forever, and my brother was getting all excited. I was like, I don't understand why doing it right in the middle of the season. But I guess it takes place of like the All-Star break, whatever. But it's just the elite of the elite. And I watched the game last night, and it lived up to the hype. Sidney Crosby, McKinnon, all these guys. I mean, these guys are, first ballot Hall of Fame as superstars. It was, and the goalies, it was insane. So if you want to like hockey, watch this. And they were physical. It wasn't like an all-star game. Something else you won't give a shit about. Ken Jennings. What? Old news. I know. But the Game Show Network has been running Ken Jennings, on his run, his unbelievable run. Me and the wife have been watching like a couple episodes. She insists on it because she kicks the shit out of me in Jeopardy. I surprise her, though, with some when was Fenway Park built? No, much tougher there. But anyways, so they're showing Ken Jennings, and we've been watching him for a month now. He's on his 30th. We watched 2 episodes of that. I think he won his 33rd and 34th game. He's at $1,100,000 and something. And what I didn't realize is he didn't just win. He embarrassed the other. And those aren't dummies playing against him. He embarrassed them. Every show by the first commercial break, he's got like 9,000. Mary in the middle's minus 1,800. And Bill's got $12 from India. Even he's shitting his pants. It's fucking insane. The breadth of knowledge. He knows he's never missed a book question. If he doesn't get in, it's the only time he has never missed, I swear on my mother, he hasn't missed a book question yet. And you go, okay, that's what nerds do. But then he knows about shitty movies, pop culture, fucking lakes in India, fucking planes in World War II, who the pilot was that gassed it. Fucking, I'm like, what the fuck? It really is. It's like watching Tom Brady or whatever. It's like a highlight reel. We're addicted. And he's got a good sense of humor. I was telling Dallas. And you can see Alex Trebek. He's kind of a stuffy Canadian. But he has a little bit of personality. But Ken Jennings, you could tell with each win, Alex Trebek's nose was getting bent a little because he isn't the star of the show right now. He's like, why don't you bet more? Ken's like, shut the fuck up. Come over there and take your job. Oh, I did. Anyways, that's it. That's all I had to say. Greatness has to be acknowledged. I don't care if it's a Bregman or a goddamn game show. Let's get to some, speaking of great, federal union workers protesting the work of the Department of Government Affairs, that would be DOGE, invented some new lyrics for an old protest song, and it's pretty hard to hear. This unions came up with this probably in the 60s, whatever. It's a protest song, or blacks, or fucking whoever was pretending they were being crunched. Things must have been pretty good for unions in recent years as the employees had to go back to the coal mining days to dig up this gem. Oh, maybe it was the coal miners butchering it with their hatred of Doge and Elon Musk because apparently government efficiency and the elimination of wasteful spending are a bad thing. And it's just too much for them to bear, so they have to resort to this.
In the capital city, there are no neutrals found. You're either with the union or a scabby Musk bloodhound. Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on?
Thank you.
Can you imagine, folks? This is what they have left. Those are federal union workers, but this is what they have left. And by the way, if you're going to sing songs, let the black union guys do it. And women. Seriously, fucking. I've always said black people are the best singers on earth. Nick, don't generalize. Shut the fuck up. Okay, don't tell me. Anyways, you believe that shit? And it ain't coming back. They don't know what to do. I didn't think it was going to be this good, winning all the time. I didn't think it was going to be this good. Mother of God, help us. Elon Musk, give the guy a hand job in the window of Macy's next year. How many times are you going to say that? I don't know, until somebody laughs at it, you motherfucker. Anyways, let's move on to, let's change it from politics. I mixed it all up today, just to, I'll surprise you with some Trump shit. Tie-dye. Tie-dye. Dye, D-I-E. Terrifying video footage shows a suspected gas explosion that resulted in at least 4 deaths and 26 injuries at a mall in the central city of Taichung in Taiwan. I have a duplex there with a young black fella named Kevin. As dash cam clip recorded from traffic outside the building shows the sudden explosion. At the exact moment it took place, this is the beauty of cameras everywhere. It took place. Let's check it out, shall we? Okay, I made it sound better than it was. It looked like somebody farted in the men's room. But that's got to be just fun to see. Nobody, well, they say one person died, I think. 4? No, 4 injured.
No, so there's 26 injured. 4 deaths, 26 injuries.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck was I reading?
Is that? You read it.
Is it in here? The way I just read it?
Yep.
Oh, they were. I didn't make it up. It was yesterday. Maybe they croaked. The incident took place on a 12-story building where construction was taking place, so it could have been way worse, right? A lot of those rooms weren't being used or whatever, and resulted in damage from the 9th floor upwards, local officials confirmed. 2 of the people killed, 2 people killed and 5 injured, it says, but Dallas called the hospital this morning, and all he got was, "Take down my leg."
Now, this one says 2 of the people.
2 of the people. 2 of the people what?
2 of them are. Then the sentence goes on.
What are you talking about? What am I missing? What am I
2
reading
of
wrong?
the people killed and the 5 injured were tourists from the gambling hub. They're just breaking it down.
Yes.
From the 4 and 26.
Yeah, I don't care about this story. Fuck these people. I never met them. I don't care for their food. It burns my asshole. No, it's delicious. The Taichung Shin Kong, which was my screen name in the porn chat rooms. Shin Kong. Mitsukoshi department stores. No, not the Mitsukoshi department store. That's where I get my fucking fedoras. 12th floor food court. Oh, at the food court. There must have been rice and rib bones everywhere. Nick, that's Chinese. I lump them in. Closed at the time of the explosion due to scheduled construction. So like I said, could have been a lot worse, but you got to show stuff like that. It's the beauty of the internet, man. I mean, it's crazy. You know? You're just going to work, minding your business, you know, sitting at your computer. When it's your time, it's your time. Somebody said that about somebody, a plane crash, and they go, "Hey, when it's your time, it's your time." And somebody goes, "What if it's not my time and it's the guy sitting next to me's time?" Let's move on to common sense call. You remember Trump made the perfect phone call? Some people said it was perfect. He made another perfect phone call. Common sense call. President Donald Trump said negotiations to end the Ukraine war will start immediately after holding a, in quotes, lengthy and highly productive telephone call with Russia President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday morning. We got a little audio of it, I think, don't we? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Comrade, here is something that might be of interest to you. A transcript of the conversation between your helicopter pilot and his commander.
Oh, not the one in D.C.
Intercepted. Dragonfly Wolf 10. Colorful names. Here we
In a readout, I love Stallone. In a readout of the conversation posted on Truth Social, Trump said, "We discussed Ukraine, the Middle East, energy, artificial intelligence, artificial tits. It went perfectly. The power of the dollar and various other subjects. We agreed to work together very closely, including visiting each other's nations. We have also agreed to have our respective teams start negotiations immediately, and we will begin by calling President Zelensky of Ukraine to inform him of the conversation. He said something which I will be doing right now, which means he probably did it yesterday, unless it was busy. He left a voicemail. He said, hey, jerk off. Guess who? Yeah. If you want those F-16s to keep coming, you ain't getting them. Biden's dead. President Putin even used, he says, my very strong campaign motto. Very strong. Common sense. We both believe very strongly in it, Trump wrote. Well, like the Biden family didn't. Administration, they believed in it. Speaking to a conference in Brussels, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, he was just saying beforehand, he's right out of Central Casting, because he looked like he could have been a soldier. He looks like a movie star on top of it. And he looks like a smart dude, which he is. A lot of girls diddling themselves to the Secretary of Defense. Nobody did that with John Kerry. He had a head like Mr. Ed. The sky's falling. Global warming. Shut up and have your ketchup, you bitch. Pete Hegseth said Kyiv joining NATO is unrealistic. I love it. And we've been saying that on this show. If you were fucking Putin, or if Putin was doing it to us and he wanted to put somebody right in, Cuba, we wouldn't like it either. NATO is unrealistic and that the U.S. will no longer prioritize European and Ukrainian security. And the fucking lefty libs on the media probably going crazy. I told you he was in his pocket. Security as the Trump administration shifts its attention to securing U.S. borders and deterring war in China.
Yes, sir.
Goddamn right. God forbid. No, I was trying to think of what Mitt Romney said during a debate with Obama, but that was different. Meanwhile, Trump has spoken of striking a deal with Ukraine's Zelensky. Wasn't that the name of Tommy Boy? Dan Aykroyd? He was the fucking local muffler guy, Zelensky. It was. Of striking a deal with Ukraine's Zelensky for American access to the country's valuable rare earth minerals as payment for continued American assistance. Is this guy, he realizes life is one big negotiation. It really is. Because those minerals, folks, we make computer chips. Important shit. Computer chips, computers, you know who, Lil Jon's teeth, stuff like that. Grill work for the whole hip-hop industry. Let me just say this, you cocksuckers. Anyways, that's terrific news. Fucking guy doesn't sleep.
He's a fucking businessman.
He's a businessman, and this is a business, this country. And they keep showing Joe Rogan like he's Rush Limbaugh, and I sit there and again, nothing against Joe. I just don't understand why I can't go on and go, I told you. That's all I want to say. Let's talk UFC. Fucking. I don't think it's him. I really don't. My wife's going, you got to stop talking about that. You seem obsessed with it. I bring it up once every 2 weeks. The fuck? Stop talking about your nails.
Hi. Good night, everybody.